Well, you see here, we just give them the medicine, and they take our words of advice, and then they go home and pretend they're not crazy. Because I'm a psychiatrist. I can fix that.
What is up, dudes? My name is ImFr3ke, and I know I'm as surprised as you are. This is story times. Welcome back. Oh, it happened. It definitely is happening right now. If you guys don't know what story time is, I got a link for you guys in the description to go check out. After this video, I got a lot of stories that I have told on my channel. Crazy stories that you wouldn't hear anywhere else. So make sure to go check out that playlist down in the description after this video. But story time is all about telling about stories, and you guys probably think I'm just crazy and weird. How could this man have amazing stories? Who knows? It's just in my brain, and it just happened once upon a time in my life when I was a little peach on a fairy farm, guarded by R2-D2s. It was a great time. No, but seriously, today we're talking about I used to go to the psychiatrist. And no, I wasn't crazy, even though my parents thought I was going crazy, and or they thought I was just failing school. So maybe he's crazy in the head. What the hell's wrong with our child? He can't keep frickin' A's. I don't know, Dad. I don't know, Mom. I just maybe didn't want to do the homework. So this story is taking place in the great year of 2008 or 2008, whatever you want to call it. I was a whippersnapper at the time. I was about 14, and I was in high school, I believe. I believe that was my first year of high school. So I was going into high school this year, and I have told about my first day of high school, but this is different. This is a side story. So first year of high school. I'm going into a new place, right? I'm not familiar with these people, don't know anyone at this high school, the city, wherever they live. I don't know anything about this. So going from a 300 middle school to about, let's say, 4,000 people in high school is a big jump. So I didn't really know what to do. So it was a hard time in my life. You know, didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to get good grades. I really didn't want to do anything besides sit home, eat Doritos, and play Call of Duty. But that's enough said. Basically, going from that state of mind, I wasn't really all there for high school, at least for my freshman year. I'd always skip out, not go to school, pretend I'm sick, do a whole bunch of things. And this kind of drove my parents a little bit crazy. So they were going through a divorce at the time, and you know how people are when they get a divorce. Like, oh my god, if we have kids, the kids gotta believe me, they gotta believe me, no, they gotta believe me. Everything is like one-sided, basically, and they can never compromise. So they always had the child either, you know, thinking they're crazy, or oh my god, maybe that, you know, my kid's not getting good grades because of the divorce, or they're having a tough time with the divorce and they don't know what to do because they're eating way too much or something like that. So this is literally what this state of mind was for my parents. Now, for some reason, and I don't know why, my parents did think this. They thought, hey, my child's retarded because we're going through a divorce. And I don't know how that works out because he probably was born into it, but no, it's just the divorce that makes him dumb. So basically, I have to go to a psychiatrist. So my dad one day takes me, right, just picks me up from school, and I believe we go straight towards there. I think he tells me on the way there, because we're not going the same way home. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? There's something fishy under here. And he's like, hey, guess what? You're going to a psychiatrist. And I'm like, fuck you, Dad. Fuck you. I didn't say that, but in my eyes, it's shown it. It's shown it. He should have, you know, caught on to it or something. I don't know what he was thinking. So he takes me to this place, and it's like downtown Milwaukee, and it's not good down there. This house is literally in the middle of a whole bunch of office buildings. For some apparent reason, they just decided, hey, let's just have a house right in the middle of like New York City, basically. And it looks a little ghetto. So I walk into the place, and the house is literally super tiny, but it has 2 floors. So the first floor is like where I have to go into a separate room. They have candy, and they have this little seating area that could literally fit maybe 4 people standing in the room. And then they have this random TV. It just reminds me of a movie starting or something where I'm just like going crazy and my parents can find out or something. Or maybe I just have superpowers. I don't know. But we're waiting in this waiting room. There's an upstairs for like, I think, parenting something, counseling or something, parent counseling. I don't know what it is. Maybe just family get back together type of things. But So I was on the bottom floor, and this was like for divorce and, you know, kids not picking up on certain words or something like that. So I had to walk in this room, right? And I'm like, okay, who the hell is this guy what is he gonna look like? Is he gonna look like Dr. Phil? Who the hell is this guy gonna look like? Believe it or not, the guy literally sounded like Dr. Phil. I am not even kidding. Word for word, anything he said, anything that came out of his mouth was Dr. Phil. And it was a little bit more concerning Dr. Phil, like he was kind of pissed off at you. That's what it kind of felt like. So, yeah, I had to talk to this dude. I walk in, I see him. He has longer hair, glasses, and he would always have a coffee mug in his hand, just all the time. And I remember the first time I saw him, I was like, I'm not gonna say anything, because if I say anything, then they're gonna be like, oh my god, he's so depressed. How is he not? He's so emo. Look at his haircut. Oh my god, he's so. Oh, he's depressed. He's one of those emo chads, isn't he? And then they would just go on that little bandwagon and thinking that I was a super depressed kid for no apparent reason, just because I liked Blink-182. But I'm like sitting down, and this guy's, you know, commencing to talk to me while he's sipping. He's like, oh, is that how you feel? Okay, well, this is what we're gonna do here. You're gonna come back for another 2 sessions. Thomas, you need to clean up your homework act, okay? Because evidently that's slipping, and your dad here thinks that, you know, it could be because of the divorce. And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, it's not because of the divorce. It's not. But, okay. Alright, I'm going out the door. And I would literally just get up and leave. Like, just straight up, just dip. I'd be like, up, see ya, deuces, and just leave. Just spot out, leave, and walk outside. Because I was like, I don't even want to be a part of this, man. I'm just kind of brought here. And, believe it or not, I had to go back a couple times. Now, I'm not going to individualize the sessions, because most of the sessions were, oh, okay, so Thomas, your grades are, they're slipping. Do you wanna, you know, you gotta practice up on that homework. You gotta get home. You gotta get good rest. You gotta do all this stuff, and maybe stop being such a little pussy, okay? And suck it up and do the homework. That's pretty much how they all went. But the ways that I had to go there was kind of messed up. So basically, I told my parents straight up, I was like, this isn't doing anything, it's not about the divorce, nothing, you know, my homework and schooling has nothing to do about the homework. It's basically that I just got shoved into 4,000 people when I just went from 300. So it's like I went from just having sex to going into a full-on orgy. That's literally what I just jumped to. And it's kind of weird because you're not used to seeing that many dicks and vaginas everywhere. You're just not used to it. So, you know, knowing me, I'm going to be like, hey, dude, this is kind of weird. I'm going to try to relax and chill here, but don't touch me. I'm just going to have my own little corner to masturbate in, okay? That's all I need. That's all I need. Weird analogy there, but you guys get the case. I had to jump into this random school. I don't know if you guys have to deal with that either, but if you do, it kind of sucks. You just kind of got to live with it. Or just get popular. Either one. It doesn't really matter, even though popularity's stupid. So, listen to Freak. Basically, the session's how I got there. So, you know, there'd be a couple days after school, my dad would be like, hey, Tom, you gotta go to the psychiatrist there. So, I'm gonna pick you up, and we're gonna go straight there. And me, I'm like, I just want to go home and play Call of Duty and eat Doritos and drink Mountain Dew. That's literally all I want to do. So don't take me to the psychiatrist after school. Thank you. Yeah, bye. And then my dad, later, he'd be like, okay, we're going to pick you up. We're not going to the psychiatrist. Okay, Tom, we're not going. We're not going. And then a couple weeks go by. Haven't been to the psychiatrist. It's been a while, right? It's been a while. I know he's been going there, but I haven't. So I thought I was getting away sneaky. I thought I just got away, you know, like a little spy or something. Like I'm 007 dipping and diving out of Goldfinger's hands. That's literally what it felt like. So basically, guess what happened? It wasn't slick, it wasn't sly, because one day, my dad was like, hey, Tom, you want to go for a ride? You want to go get something to eat? And I was like, yeah, Dad, McDonald's sounds awesome. That's when I used to like McDonald's for some apparent reason. But basically, he picked me up, he was like, we're going to go get food. But first, we're taking you to the psychiatrist. The psychiatrist. Oh, yeah. And I was like, Dad, you don't need to laugh like that. It's kind of sadistic. And you just trapped me. Now I have to go to the psychiatrist because what? Why? Why? I thought we were gonna get food, Dad. I thought you're cooler than that, Dad. I thought you're supposed to raise me. And then I ended up getting dragged to the psychiatrist. Some days, I wouldn't even know that I was going anywhere, right? I'd just get picked up from school, and I'd be like, oh, God, this scenery is changing very, very quickly. Oh, shit, we're here. And then I'd literally not want to get out of the car. I tried locking myself in, not going in, and every single time I'd go in that place, guess what they tell me? Thomas, you're retarded. It's the divorce that's making you dumb, isn't it? You can't apply yourself. You're not going to school. Do you think you're actually sick? Are you emotional? Are you emo, son? What is it? And I tell them every single time. I just hopped from 300 kids to 4,000. That is mind-blowing for me. You know, maybe if you would, learn to be a psychiatrist, you probably actually already catch that because you're writing down everything that I'm saying. And then eventually, guess what? I actually tried in school, and they kind of gave up on the whole psychiatrist theory. So, if your parents are crazy like mine, you might want to try a little bit in school, you know? Even if you're afraid of that 4,000 orgy you're about to jump into. Tommy Lee and Ricardo Montes actually both said the same thing. They said, who's the chick in the thumbnail? That's my mom. Marlon Kleber. Anyways, fuck, marry, kill Nike, PacSun, and Hookah. Alright, so we're gonna kill Nike. Not a big fan of just do it, you know?